Okay, everybody, welcome back to the backyard again. Today is like I want to say May the 11th. And so this is what the garden is looking like right now. And I'm going to tell you what I'm about to do. All right, so I'm starting over here. These are I don't know if y'all can see any difference or not. I have to look at the other videos, but these are the sweet potatoes that I planted. That's a potato that actually came up, I think that's a red potato that actually came up right here by itself. So I'm gonna let that grow. But these are sweet potatoes. Those 6 right there. And then this is the one that we had in the house. This one, that one, and that one. That was actually growing on a potato. And I just took the slips off of there and then let them root a little bit, and then I planted them in the ground. So that's what that is. And then right here, something ate my leaf. You see, that was a cucumber plant. But you can see on both sides of the leaf, something ate it. And on this one, nothing touched it. But it's growing, it's still growing, but growing slow. Here are the tomato plants. That one's kind of grown some. So is these. They're actually growing a little bit. I can see a little growth in the potato plants. Tomato plants. Now what I'm doing is I'm about to go cut the front yard now. And when I cut the front yard, I cut the grass. I'm gonna take the grass clippings and I'm gonna put it around the plants. And the reason I do that is it actually feeds the plants. And once I put the bag on the lawnmower, it mulches up the grass anyway. And when the sun dries it out, and actually the nutrients, you'll see a big difference after I do this too. You see everything just start to sprout. Shoot up in the air once I do this. But that's the heirloom tomato right there. So yeah, when I get that bag out the front yard, I just fill it up and go with it. And you'll see. And also it keeps the weeds down. It keeps the moisture in the soil and it keeps the weeds down at the same time. I did try those, if you saw last year or the year before last, I think I used straw from Home Depot, and it had a bunch of seeds in it. And then it just those seeds actually grew up all in the garden. And that year, it kind of messed everything up. So I'm just saying, if you do get the straw, make sure you get the hay without the seeds on it. Do not buy the hay with the seeds in it because it will mix into your garden. Make sure you get the ones that don't have the seeds on them. All right. So here is the lettuce, and I think you can see that you can actually see growth in that as well. Now I planted carrots either on this side or this side. I can't remember, so I have to go back and look at the video myself. But as you can tell, there's a whole bunch of little weeds growing everywhere. Let me show you. It's weeds everywhere. And so I won't be able to tell. I have to go look at the video to see what a carrot would look like when it comes up. See, I know what this is. That is a tomato plant. So I know what that is right there. But you can see all the little weeds growing in there. On this row right here, that's kale. Right behind the lettuce, romaine lettuce. And some kale plants coming up. And they still got a lot of weeds in between. So I'm hoping that I cover some of this area up with the grass clippings. But all these things, they just sprouted up this week. We actually got warm weather this week, so I think today is supposed to be 80. And in the mornings, it's still been cool, like 48. I think the other day was like 47, 48. It felt colder than that, though. All right. And in front of me, you see the potato plant. And you got another one coming up right here. And you can see something about to break through the ground right there. I got a potato plant right here. And a potato plant there. and a potato plant down right here. I had to pull these up. I thought they was like cucumbers, but no, this is actually seeds that's coming out the bird feeder. And they grown up already. These were sunflower plants. But not the kind that we eat. It's the kind that you feed the birds with. Okay, so here's there's the eggplant back there. And this eggplant right here. And this one actually about to sprout a flower on it. So this one's doing, I would say this one's doing a little bit better than the one over there. And then here are my pepper plants. I don't see too much growth in these. I see a little bit. But like I said, the weather, we just finally starting to get some warm weather now, y'all. So that might be the determining factor of what's gonna happen next to get these things growing. And then there's another potato plant that came up. I don't know where that potato came up from, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it grow because it came up on its own. And then over here. Now this is the side that I'm not too sure about. Because, let me show you. I planted a bunch of these are snap peas, right? I planted a whole row coming all the way down. And you can see this whole middle row right here, this whole middle section right here is missing out. See, you got one right there, last one, but then there's nothing. And then you got a grass weed right here growing. Then you got a couple right here, 1, 2, 3. But this whole section is missing. And the same thing happened. Look at, I got spinach right next to it. Let me see if I can get around here. So these plants right here are spinach, as I thought last time. But look, I planted a whole 2 rows of spinach. And you can see there's some coming up, but hardly not what I planted. And you can see a couple on this row. You see coming right here. And there's a whole bunch of empty areas that's nothing. And as far as the lettuce goes, I don't see anything. I mean, I see a bunch of little teeny weeds, everything growing up. As you can see, if you can see, there's little teeny weeds everywhere. So on this side, I might have been planting too early. So I might have to get some more snap peas to put in, sugar snap peas to put in between here. I have to go to the store and get some more and plant some more down here because I'm out. And I have some more spinach upstairs. I can go ahead and put some more spinach seeds down now, and maybe there'll be a difference. As far as the lettuce, I went and replanted 3 more rows. So I'm gonna see what happens if that comes up or not. But like I told y'all, I didn't know. I thought it was a little bit too early around this area because it's get cold at night, and sometimes we can even get frost or close to frost warnings, And in this corner, I planted some cilantro, and they have not come up yet. And I just did these. So I'm not too worried about that side. I'm sure they'll come up. But this side right here, if it don't come up, like I said, I'll go ahead and refigure, and I'll just put something else in this little area right here. I'm gonna let the spinach and the snap peas do their thing. I know I wanted to plant some string beans, and I have those seeds too. And I was actually gonna plant them right behind these snap beans. Because once they start to go, I was gonna just go ahead and plant some right on the other side so they'll grow all over that thing. Y'all saw what happened last year. Those things grew all over that stuff right there, and it was all over the place. And that's the perfect corner to put them in. So if they do come up, after the snap peas, hopefully they do well. And I'll go ahead and plant some over there. And here is the blueberry bush. So we actually bought a couple more. Here's one right here. And then there's another bush right there. I just got to find somewhere to put them. Do not know where to put them at this time. Come over to the strawberries. And as you can see, that one's starting to turn a little red. Got some baby ones on there, some different size ones in there off of this plant. I got strawberries growing on the ground. And I got strawberries in that pot. And strawberries in this pot. So we shall see. See them over there in that pot? I'll make that bigger. All right. So that's it for right now. This is the May 11th update. So once I put that grass around these pepper plants and stuff, watch how they grow. Y'all gonna see a huge difference. Everything just gonna they start to sprout up. Tomato plants will, everything will. And look at the grapevine. If y'all can go back and compare the grapevine videos, the grapevine is really growing. Soon I'm gonna have to start trimming it back because I want the growth to go to the fruit. So this will actually turn into the grapes later on. All these. And it's got a lot of them. So hopefully they'll turn into the grapes. All right. And there we go. This one actually opening it up. That's how the little flowers look when they open up. Yeah, but so I'm gonna have to trim some of this back, like these extra branches, because now I don't think they're gonna put any more grapes on. Yeah, just gonna keep on making different shoots. I don't think they're gonna put any more grapes on, because now the ones already flowering, like this one. See, once it starts to flower like that, I mean, this is probably gonna be all the grapes that's gonna be on there. So, but it's a lot though. I see a lot of them on here. And I just can cut the bush back some. All right, and lastly is the herbal. And here's there's the onions. Y'all can see they starting to grow. They definitely coming to life. I only planted 7. One of them, I planted 7. That one don't look too good, but I can see a little sprout in there, so that one still has hope. It's got a little sprout coming right out the center. Now it's time for the weeds and everything to come back though. So I have to get all these little weeds up out of here. One year I'm gonna try to get a little black plastic or something else to keep the weeds down. It's the thyme right here. This is thyme, and then you got the that's just a little pepper plant. And you got this is red clover. See the nice red clover. And this is dill. Oregano. Looks nice. She's been picking the parsley, as you can see. This one's going to flower right here. This one gotta get cut down. Some more red clover. This is rue. And we got the pineapple, what do you call that stuff? Mint, pineapple mint. And we got this is peppermint. So I gotta weed some of that out. And this is the lemon balm. So I got a lot of work to do still. So it's early in the year. So y'all gonna see the transformation. Try to give y'all to it when I can. Hopefully I'll give y'all an update a couple times a week, or at least week to week. I'll come out here and give y'all an update on the garden, show you what's going on. There's the this is the blackberry bush. It's full of flowers. So I'm gonna have to actually cut that down some because it's getting kind of tall. But yeah, this is the blackberry bush, and it's full of flowers. So hopefully we get a bunch of blackberries. And now I'm about to go cut some grass. About to go cut some grass, and I'll get back to y'all. I'll show y'all what it looks like when I get done. But this side right here, I'm a little disappointed in because I don't see the lettuce coming up. And I may have done it not at the right time. And the spinach is like, it's not that many. So I'm gonna go ahead and reseed a little bit of spinach over there. And I think that'll be about it. All right. See y'all on the next one. I'll show you the results when I just do a little clip and show y'all after I put the grass on top. All right. Peace. Yeah. So I'm about to end this video, but I just want to show y'all. So what I did, I put the grass clippings around the pepper plants, and y'all gonna watch them turn green now. The next time you see them, they'll probably be a dark green, and you just see them starting to grow. Same with the eggplant. I put it around tomato plants, the cucumber plants that were on the ground, and the eggplant in the back right here. I still didn't put it around some of the other places yet because I want the plants to grow up a little higher off the ground. I didn't put it around the lettuce yet because like I said earlier, I don't know which side I put those. I gotta go back and look at the video and find out where did I put the carrots at. And then over here, I just put it in the back of these, the ones that's already tall enough. I gave them a little bit just to cover for right now. And what I do throughout the season, when I cut the grass, I keep coming out here and you go see it becomes more and more around the plants. And it just built up a mulch layer around it. And it also feeds the plants at the same time. Now I don't put chemicals on my grass either. Okay? So do not, if you put chemicals on your grass, then don't do this. If you put weed killer on your grass, don't do what I'm doing. Do not do it because it'll kill your plants. Besides, you don't want those chemicals on your plants anyway. And also, when you do put it on your garden too, make sure that it's gonna that it's not gonna rain, or it's gonna be at least hot sun on your garden. Because what you'll see, it'll dry. This stuff dries out fast. But if it rains, you want it just to dry out real quick. You don't want the rain to get to it and reignite some of these plants, seeds, anything like that. So I always do it on a sunny day like today, and it'll dry out real fast, and you'll see the results. All right. So that's that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.